Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing okay. I'm going to start off by giving you an overview of the situation here as opposed to reading through the full article. There is a link in the description should you wish to go through that in your own good time. So I'll start off with the headline. A 74-year-old boater, and this happened in South Carolina, a 74-year-old boater rescues a drowning man, 29 years of age, who happened to be a pastor, if I understand, a pastor. And the 74-year-old man also rescued the 29-year-old man's girlfriend after they both fell off their jet skis. So they rescued them. They were at the 74-year-old, along with his wife, was at the pontoon. He saw these two people in distress. They'd fallen off their jet skis. They took the boat out, or he did, took the boat out, picked them up, got them out of the water, pulled them into the boat, something like that, and then ended up shooting the guy. So why did that happen? Well, because this 29-year-old apparently, allegedly, seemingly started a fight with the old guy, the old 74-year-old. So something like, we'll double check in a second. I'll reread through it in a second. But so the 74-year-old, actually the girlfriend ended up pushing the 29-year-old man back into the water because he was being belligerent. He was starting a fight with the 74-year-old who had just rescued him. So the girlfriend, to try to break the two up, pushed the 29-year-old back into the water, and then something like the 74-year-old rescued them again, and again the 29-year-old physically attacked the 74-year-old. So the 74-year-old shot and killed the 29-year-old. That's what happened in a nutshell. I may have got some of the details wrong. That's off the top of my head. We'll scroll through it in a second to make sure we get everything right. But the guy, the 74-year-old man, his name is withheld, as is the name of his wife. And he's not going to be tried for it. It's been determined self-defense. So that's that. So let's have a look at the details more closely. A South Carolina boater who rescued a drowning man and his girlfriend and then shot him dead after saying that he felt threatened will not face criminal charges. A statement from the Oconee County Sheriff's Office said the 10th Judicial Circuit ruled that the shooting of 29-year-old Nathan Drew Morgan by an unnamed 74-year-old man was in self-defense. The 29-year-old, a Walhalla resident, was shot aboard a pontoon boat on Lake Keowee. And again, this is in South Carolina, Lake Keowee. The 29-year-old and his girlfriend had fallen off their jet ski into the lake and were in distress. They had no life jackets and the jet ski was circling. So they had one jet ski, they'd both fallen off. The jet ski was circling, it was, not cooperating. The jet ski was doing its own thing. They had no life jackets. They were in danger. The 74-year-old man and his wife on a pontoon boat. Let's have a look at a pontoon boat. I think I know what these are. Let's have a look at a pontoon boat. Oh yeah, I mean, look at that. A pontoon boat. I actually know someone online who recently bought one of these ones. I believe very similar to that. That's a pontoon boat. So it's, I don't know exactly. It's a leisure boat, isn't it? It's a leisure boat. So that's where the elderly guy and the wife was on their pontoon boat, and they drove the boat over to help fish out the pair out of the lake, to help them out, to rescue them, to potentially save their lives. The elderly couple told authorities that the 29-year-old became agitated once he got on board their boat that they just rescued him with, and the 29-year-old apparently started assaulting them, both the 74-year-old elderly man and the wife of the 74-year-old. Investigators were told he may have wanted to get back on the jet ski. So here's the guy that was shot. No sympathy from me. Sorry, Nathan. sorry, Nathan's family. I will apologize to Nathan's family, but I don't feel any sympathy towards this guy. Certainly not much. Here's Lake Kiowee in South Carolina. Looks pretty nice to me. It's a pretty big lake, isn't it? Investigators also believe there may have been an argument between the 29-year-old and the woman, his girlfriend, before they fell into the water. So, maybe, who knows, this is speculation on my part, but maybe this 29-year-old was being physically aggressive, was assaulting the woman. How else did they fall into the water? So that's speculation on my part, I don't know. The sheriff concerned said that the 29-year-old may have been intoxicated. He may have been drunk off of his arse. The woman who was with the 29-year-old pushed him back into the lake in an attempt to defuse the situation. I mean, that's quite a bold move, isn't it? If you're boyfriend-girlfriend, I'm not entirely sure if they were boyfriend-girlfriend, but to push your boyfriend into the lake, that's quite a bold move. And I don't say that in a negative way. I would think that she did what she felt she needed to do. I think that's more indicative of how belligerent and aggressive the 29-year-old was being. Again, that's speculation on my part. I wasn't there. We don't have CCTV footage, but that is my read of the situation. I don't think the woman would have pushed the boyfriend back into the water unless she felt that there was a very good reason for doing so. The couple on the pontoon, so the elderly man and the wife, helped him aboard again. So even after the girlfriend pushed him in the lake because he was getting belligerent, the elderly man and the wife helped him up into the boat again. And again, seemingly, he became belligerent and aggressive and abusive and assaulting again, at which point the 74-year-old man shot him, saying that he feared for the lives of both himself and his wife. He shot him, and he subsequently died. So the 29-year-old died on the boat from a gunshot wound to the chest. According to the obituary, the 29-year-old was a member of Flat Shoals Baptist Church. I did see it mentioned that he was a pastor. Maybe that's incorrect, I'm not sure. And he was an outdoors man. He enjoyed outdoor activities such as being on the water and fishing. He is survived by a son. So I have said that I don't really feel sympathy for this guy. Seemingly he was the aggressor. Seemingly he was being belligerent. Of course, it's a tragic loss of life, completely unnecessary, but I personally wouldn't be quick to blame the elderly man. The elderly man, along with the wife, went to great lengths to rescue this man twice. I'm not going to jump to criticize the elderly man. Regardless of that, it's still a tragic loss of life. It still is, and it's going to be devastating for the 29-year-old's family, but, perhaps most of all his son. We don't know how old the son is, or there is a picture of the son, so I don't know, 8-10 years of age. Don't know how long ago that was taken. So it is very sad. It is a tragedy, but unfortunately, this guy seemingly brought it upon himself. What a shame. What a shame. I'm going to wrap things up there. If this is the type of video, the type of content that you like, please do give me a little bit of encouragement. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Perhaps have a look at a couple of other videos that I have on the channel. I'll thank you for your time, and I'll go away and make some more videos.